Saints Nation, I hope you're having a fantastic weekend so far. I know for us here on the Saints Gaming CA stream, we're just getting started. My name's Dan Banner, going to be your host for today's action. For our first match of the day, we do have in the R6 Collegiate Championships. This is going to be Owens Community College versus St. Clair College. This is the first time I think these teams have gotten the chance to pair up and compete against each other. So this will be an interesting one to follow. I know last week when we saw St. Clair in this league, they did take care of their opponents in rather swift fashion. So we'll have to see if they can keep that up here today. But as we await for the players to get this game underway, let's take a look at whom our starting lineup is going to be for St. Clair College. Of course, on the Rainbow Six Siege roster, we do have coach and player Jacob Briand, also known as JM Beast from the esports program. We do also have Kira, that's going to be Noah Alders from finance. Ethan Farrow, Domo, in pre-service firefighter. Dylan Chapman, also known as Rapid, also in the esports program. And one more esports program student, that's going to be Noah King, where the Kingers at, Big Papa. He's going to be our final player here on the roster today. And it should be an interesting one. Still awaiting, as on my other screen, I don't have any members of Owens Community College yet in the lobby. So as soon as I figure out who's on that team, I'll definitely give them the introduction they deserve. We'll have to see, once this match does get underway, how it does end up unfolding. For St. Clair, come in hot after a solid match in the Collegiate R6 last night versus St. Peter's University, where game one seemed kind of close, but then Saints got their footing and started getting it going and took it home. And then game two on Cafe, not even close. St. Clair just completely destroyed St. Peter's in that map. And of course, that's one of the maps that we do get to go to today. Just going to quickly reference to see what we have. Okay, so it's not going to be as cookie cutter of a night here for St. Clair, as we do get Cafe right off the bat, so we know St. Clair is good there. However, Villa is map number 2, and that is another one of those maps that we don't get to go to very often here as Saints. That being said, this does go to game 3. We're at Clubhouse, St. Clair's home territory essentially at this point. How many times have we played there in the past couple seasons? So that will be interesting to note as we move forward in this matchup. That being said, I still don't have anybody here in the Owens Community College side of the lobby, so I'm going to have to unfortunately take a small break to let the players have some time to sneak in here. And before you know it, we'll be underway with game number 1. Stay tuned, everybody. Alright, thank you for bearing with the small break. Everybody was quickly able to get into the lobby. So now we're finally underway. First game going to be on Cafe. And we'll be going through the band phase right here, right now. We'll get to see who's going to get taken off the table here in this matchup. Now, Echo and Zero are both still perma-banned. You will not be seeing anybody blow a ban on them, or will you see them in this matchup in the slightest. So Capitao Hibana is an interesting band coming out on the side of Owens. We don't really see Hibana really get taken off the field that often. And then Wamai, so not a bad pick on the side of Owens. We do see St. Clair as of late picking up a lot of Wamai, so getting that defender off the board. Still a couple powerful defenders to be left here. Curious as to which one St. Clair are going to take off. And sure enough, it is going to be the Mira. So the big thing to note is Maluzi still on the board. Of course, like I was saying a bunch yesterday, a defender that a lot of attackers just straight up don't enjoy dealing with. Getting let through, so interesting enough.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Alright, hopping into this round number 1 of the very first game, getting things started. And on the side of Owens Community College, let's take an introduction to some of these players. We have a lot of easy to say names, thank goodness. I had a couple of rough ones the past couple games. But we've got North, we've got Stitch, we've got Munchie, Lenny, and Interstellar.
10 seconds left before insertion. 5 seconds remaining. Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Right along here with Interstellar on the Ash. So we have a relatively aggressive composition, it feels like, coming out from Owens. Interstellar going to be looking to play that entry fragger role, I would assume. They've got lots of soft breach. They've got North on the ace for some additional hard breach. And then, of course, it's Cafe. You're going to have some sort of way to deal with these hatches as we're on the bar for the very first round, up on the 3rd floor. Everybody's still on the rooftops on the St. Clair side of things. Jam Beast picking up the Maestro once again. Rapid, you know he's going to be playing that smoke, of course. Domo on the Jaeger. Kira playing Cade, and Big Papa's going to be working the Maluzi. Big Papa tends to be one of the more aggressive players on St. Clair, so it definitely makes sense that that operator went to his hands. Already going through, using some of these breaching charges. Interstellar are going to be slowly moving in alongside a couple of his additional teammates. I think that's Stitch alongside him as well. Nice and close to the site. Rapid in his favorite spot. There's a drone right around the corner, however. Hopefully he doesn't get spot out for his sake. And sure enough, yeah, they're going to spot him out. So going to be able to get the information they need and start moving forward. Lenny going around the left-hand side while everybody else seems to be on the right. Shots fired. North going to pick that one up nice and quick. Takes down Jam Beast. They're really trying to flush Rapid out here. They really don't want to enter that. That's going to be a shot. That's going to be Lenny down. That's going to be Domo finding him. North and Stitch getting peppered with ever so slightly. Ace charge coming through. North was thinking about moving through here. They really still have not dealt with Rapid yet. Who's still in the corner, ready to go if necessary. Interstellar with the diffuser in hand, moving aside, kind of caught up by the Banshees though, going to be slowed down. 4v4 with 30 seconds left on the clock. Munchie going to start using some utility. The diffuser goes down on the side. That's Interstellar, but has to run for the hills as that was a Nitro Cell coming through. Rapid finds one. Interstellar goes down as well. Diffuser down. A back and forth battle here. That's going to be Kira taken out as well. A massive cluster near the very end of this. Munchie, last one alive here for Owens, and he's going to get peppered. Big Papa going to secure round number 1. And this is going to be a bit different compared to the matchup we saw last night from St. Clair, where both games they had to begin on the attack side of things. This time, up against Owens here, we're going to be on defense to start off both of the first games. And of course, Game 3 is still up in the air. That isn't decided until the time of. A very nerve-wracking attack style coming out from Owens, however. They waited until the last 30 seconds to really do anything. It made for an absolutely chaotic finale, which is exciting to watch, but they left themselves no room for error. And then Interstellar went down with the diffuser. Nobody can catch that back up. And the 2v1 at the end from St. Clair was too much to deal with. Munchie and Domo both find themselves 2 eliminations in that first round. And we see the Jackal pick coming out from Interstellar. I'm curious as to how this one will turn out. We saw it a bit last night with St. Peter's using it. However, it didn't really come into a huge effect. Whether it was St. Clair playing around it properly or the Jackal just wasn't being used to its full effectiveness, it did not really have much of an impact on that game. So with the Jackal coming out and then Lenny now also being on the buck to assist Stitch in some vertical play more than likely. Looking forward to seeing how this attack goes here for Owens. So I'll say it time and time again until my face turns blue, but as much as this is the hometown stream here for St. Clair College and your St. Clair Saints, I want to see a back and forth game. I don't like seeing blowouts time and time again, even if we are on the good end of them. Starting from the top down this time again. Do have Munchie into the building. North is scaling on the other side as well, going towards a window. And now some of these cameras are going to get taken out. So St. Clair knowing top down, even though they're all down on the first floor, which a lot of teams you'll see just push through the first floor anyway and not opt to go for the top down style. We'll see how this pays off. That's going to be the Jaeger identified by the gadget of Interstellar's Jackal. That being said, that's not exactly a roamer, as Domo sitting on the bomb, so not going to be able to get a cheeky shot there. Okay, North is actually working that bottom side, similar to what we've seen other teams do in the past. Stitch being a nuisance, of course, up top. Lenny going to be doing similar fashion, just with his skeleton key shotgun attachment.
By attackers.
I think that's Big Papa just below him. It's going to be a nice little flash. Rapid taking some heat. Gonna hang on just by a thread. You can see bullets just barely peppering. He is finally going to get tagged up and taken down. Just constantly played from above. Stitch going to secure that one. Pretty critical kill as we're down to the last 30 seconds on the clock. Lenny taking some heat here with Big Papa, but he's going to win that one. 3v5 as we go to the last 30 seconds. The smoke being down, of course, I say pretty consistently here on the stream, but those smoke canisters really get value the longer these games go on, or these rounds go on. So taking out Rapid nice and quick is huge. JMB's getting peppered from above. Same thing with Domo. Solid, flawless coming out here from Owens. That's one way to answer back. Really dominating that top-down, rain from above attack style with massive effectiveness. Saints look like they're going to be trying this one again. See if they can find themselves some better positioning, especially if the style from Owens is going to be the same. That might be one way to try and deal with it. So, switching off of the Maestro, no more turrets, but opting for the Pulse instead. Using that heartbeat scanner to try and detect players above him. And whether he's able to make a play with the Nitro Cell himself, or even just being able to constantly call out positions for other people to try and take shots at. Could be a good pick to try and deal with some of this vertical play coming out here from Owens Community College. Of course, Rapid with the shotgun. You usually see him blowing holes through walls, but at the same time, he very well could blow some holes through ceiling tiles as well. If there is a consistent path that you see somebody going through, an extra little peek hole to get the attack on, get the jump on somebody. Interstellar, Munchie, and Lenny moving forward while North, and I think that was Stitch, take a different angle this time. Yeah, Lenny making some noise. Lots of shots fired, just making noise, just trying to destroy things. Actually, that was a similar play that we had seen used against St. Clair yesterday, where you try to time it out. When would they want to blow a hole through the hatch and meet them with a Nitro Cell? It did not get a kill this time, but it did put some damage onto Stitch. I think in the one round that we've seen St. Peter's University take off of St. Clair here at Cafe, it was because of a cheeky Nitro Cell play. Now we do see the heartbeat sensor coming out here from JM Beast's Pulse. Going to be trying to call out positions whenever you see a dot on that thing. They go by pretty quickly, but you can kind of see it up in the top. Call out other players' positions when that does happen. Interstellar on the hunt as usual. And now this angle here from Lenny. He's actually all the way up on the 3rd floor, but there's so many holes all the way through, like multiple layers of floors and roof, that St. Clair are not going to be even thinking about somebody attacking from that high. That's actually really crafty. I like that. Yeah, being able to look on the first floor site from the 3rd floor is absolutely crazy. Now, Rapid, once again, getting peppered from above. There's 2 members of Owens up on the high grounds there. He's just trying to find himself a safe place to get himself all set up, but Owens are really going to make that difficult. But again, with a minute left on the clock, Owens hasn't necessarily gotten too aggressive until now, as North finds Domo Cookie Bear. Snitch going to find one as well. Kira down for the count. I think we have Munchie and Interstellar on their way down through the bottom. Interstellar's a floor above, so this must have been somebody else. That's North with him. But Rapid's alive this time, so he's going to start using these smokes, but North going to find JM Beast. 2 members left. Rapid goes down. It's all down to Big Papa. This could be the 2nd flawless in a row for Owens Community College. Not going to happen. Big Papa going to light one up. Can he find a second? He does, in fact, do so. Snitch down. That's going to be the sledge out of commission for the time being. Fuser is planted, however. Do have Interstellar, I still believe, above. Big Papa literally gets blown over, and he will be down for the count in this one. Less than 5% of his health remaining. Does he see the barrel of the gun to the guy to his right? He's going to find them, but it does not matter. North is going to secure that one. And Owens takes the first lead in this game. Owens definitely seemed to have that first floor on lock. So St. Clair going to breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to go back up to the bar this next round. Yeah, waiting till the last minute or so, and then they start looking for picks. Has been effective so far. With that, North is going to be leading the charge so far, elimination-wise, in this game.
Deploying ADS.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Razor wire is deployed.
Banshee set.
10 seconds to insertion.
Yeah, no real changes for St. Clair since the last time they were on this site. Get to see if they can make this happen. Stop some of the momentum from Owens, because after nearly getting 2 flawlesses, let alone 2 victories in a row, definitely be nerve-wracking, to say the least. And this seems to be the system where North, Stitch, rather, not Snitch, Stitch and Lenny seem to be a little trio that travels together. Meanwhile, Interstellar and Munchie are the other duo. Sticking together.
Drones up and running.
Reloading.
Okay, finding some gadgets and looking for the way around them. You're going to see the ace charges come out momentarily. Doesn't look like it's going to be contested either, so this is going to be able to blow through 3 times to make a nice big hole. Either that drone got taken out, or the explosion actually might have stopped that. That one might have been unfortunate timing there for Owens, losing a drone. That might have been lucky for St. Clair. I couldn't tell if that was on the right side or the far side of that shield. But one of the members of St. Clair could have gotten jumped there. Is that rapid? Of course it is.
Disabling electronics.
More ace charges coming through. So St. Clair, in a moment's time, are really going to be having to watch out for a bunch more different sight lines. And Domo is the first one to take some fire. Being peeked out a little bit. Rapid taking some heat as he moves forward through his little rotate hole. Lots of explosions coming through, and that's going to be Big Papa securing the first kill in this round. He was down by Kira when that occurred. Someone Rapid still on site, but actually on the other site. North is right there with the diffuser. It's going to be the smoke grenade coming out, however, so he's going to go down before that diffuser gets underway. Nitro Cell find its mark. It is going to not quite be enough, but Jambeast finds a kill. Kira goes down. He's going to find himself another after the refrag, but then he gets refragged himself. Interstellar going to find that one. Interstellar versus 2, not going to happen. Rapid cleaning that one up for St. Clair. So if we're on the 3rd floor, it looks like St. Clair has this. If we're on the 1st floor, it goes over to the Owens. So an interesting back and forth dynamic here. I'm curious if St. Clair might try an unconventional site to try and throw them off, or if they're going to try kitchen again. They were thinking about bringing it back to the kitchen, but it is looking like they're going to try a reading room this time. Of course, not everybody's favorite position, but at the same time, if you're being not necessarily dominated, but if it looks like the opposing team has the proper attack on a certain site, even if you're a little bit less comfortable on a different one, maybe they'll be a little less comfortable attacking it as well. So they're going to take a chance here at the second floor reading room. As we see a different kind of style come out here for St. Clair for this site specifically, as we have Rapid not on smoke, but mute this time. Big Papa bringing out the Mozzie. Kira with a castle as well. And then JM Beast and Domo sticking to their guns with Maestro and Jaeger respectively.
10 seconds left.
Of course, with having a mute and a Mozzie, you might as well not be able to drone the entire game.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Or at least not be able to drone anywhere near the site, that is. Interstellar leading the charge here as we get ready to rappel up. Top down, pretty standard stuff coming out here. Rapid's still working on getting some of these mute jammers down to mess with some drones. It can also mess with gadgets like Ace's charges, be able to breach through walls with them. So that can be another effective tactic with the mute jammers. Lenny into the building. I think he's the only one on his team to do so. Actually, nope, never mind. North is also there. Gonna try and slowly but surely knock his way through the castle barricades. I think it takes like 12 or 13 punches to break through that. You definitely make a lot of noise in the meantime. Lenny with a good little check there, considering that's been one of St. Clair's hiding spots for the most part in this match. Why walk around into the door and get shot when you can blow a hole and check it yourself? Interstellar on hot pursuit of one of the St. Clair members. Not going to be in a reachable spot, however. Ace charge getting ready to come through. Stitch is going to find his first elimination here in this round, going over to Big Papa. Shots fired again. JMB's going to win that one, though. Down to about a quarter HP. He's trying to see if Domo can rotate and try to help him out here. He's in a bit of a rough spot. Going to take some more shots. He's going to end up going down. Domo in a bit of an odd spot, not really able to assist. He's going to just drop back down onto the site itself. Kira is there alongside Rapid. Rapid finds the skull of Interstellar, takes him down, and the diffuser is down. Somebody's going to have to go get it. But North is going to be there nice and quick. Unfortunately for St. Clair on that angle, they were not able to tell that the diffuser went down. Upon seeing the demolition from above, Rapid going to get moving. Domo keeping the stairs in check. Kira on the ground as well. Does spot one. Doesn't quite find its mark. Neither player hitting each other.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Nice shot from Kira, however. Smokes the headshot right when he needs it. Lenny is knocked over as well, and that's going to be the final player. Kira going to find him. So with that, Rapid ends up getting Lenny. He was the one who got the knockdown. And then this perfect setup here for Kira, putting himself right where Munchie wanted to move. And that's going to give St. Clair the win here on the reading room. The switch in location coming in clutch for him. With that, however, now they have to either try the fourth site or go back to kitchen. It's looking like they're going to opt to go to the kitchen site. And they're going to try and bring all the disruption possible if this does go through. A smoke, a mute, a Mozzie, that's so much extra stall and information denial and zone denial that it can be a pain to try and get through, that's for sure. JMB's going to be on the Luzi duty this time. Domo still sticking to the Jaeger. Kira on Cute. Big Papa back on the Mozzie. And of course, we know where Rapid is. He's on that smoke.
Wall 45.
And this is the last round till halftime too, so this is going to be either St. Clair finally figure out this site and give themselves a 4-2 lead, or we're going to be completely even at the halftime mark,
5 seconds to
as it'll be St. Clair's turn to attack.
Ready, set, Banshee deployed.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Always good to check those windows. I mean, St. Clair have not been aggressive in regards to any sort of spawn peeking or anything so far in this game. But you never know when the chance will be that they finally decide to do it. But this round does not appear to be the round to do so. Similar to their last round, it's going to be a top-down execution with maybe North still on the bottom. Do spot out Mozzie, actually. Big Papa going to be noticed. Stitch taking some fire from the rooftops, trying to find some return fire. Not going to hit any of the members of St. Clair in the meantime. Here's some solid pings coming out, though. Stitch going to try and move forward, see if he can find himself a pick after solid droning from his team. Lenny nearby as well, but nobody on that St. Clair side on the third floor anymore. Stitch and Munchie, nice and close. Munchie going to be moving down the steps. Interstellar trying to find some footprints as well. Maybe catch a St. Clair member off guard. And that's going to be Kira, actually, going to find somebody right in front of Munchie, right on the stairwell. Stitch trying to get hot pursuit onto that player, but it's not going to be effective. Going to opt to start working on that style from above, but it doesn't matter. Therefore, Interstellar, Big Papa finds the elimination onto him.
Attackers have located a bomb.
North had the jump, didn't quite get it, however. Jam Beast, we did see Stitch running across. He did end up going down. So St. Clair finally might have figured out this site on the final opportunity that they have. 2 against 5, and a very healthy 5. Lenny in a bit of an odd spot. This is not where you like to really be as Buck, on the same level as the people you were trying to deal with. Huge shots fired from across. North trying to return fire, not going to happen. Does find one, however. Kira eventually eliminated. Going to be able to call over that information over to his teammates. As long as they stick on site, they should be okay. North does have the diffuser in hand. Really tell, really panicking. He's going to run in the Big Papa, and St. Clair are going to take this in 4-2 fashion at the half. Finally figuring out that kitchen site. Three wins in a row now here for St. Clair. The ball is definitely rolling. Can they keep this momentum going as we now have them on the attack side of things? As for the defense for Owens Community College, if this sticks, that is a lot of area denial between the smoke, Maestro, and Goyo, but we're actually going to switch out the smoke, it looks like. Never mind, they're going to keep it. They were thinking about the Valkyrie. They wanted to try and get aggressive, it looks like, or get some additional vision. But they don't want to give up the smoke to do it. Don't blame them, to be completely honest.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
So at the half, leading in eliminations is going to be Stitch and North, both with 6, and Big Papa as well with 6. Lots of players with, or 2 players on the Saints side. That's going to be Kira and Rapid with 5. Everybody else short to follow. But like I said before, just as effective. You don't get any scoreboard points for giving your team information, which is, of course, a critical part of Rainbow Six Siege.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds to insertion. Contractors are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
From the docks we go as the first attack for St. Clair. Round 7 finally underway. Bit of a difference in attack style in terms of operator selection. We do see Domo Cookie Bear on the Nomad. Of course, going to take the role similar to what Interstellar's Jackal was doing in regards to roamer denial. But instead of trying to hunt them down, it's more of a precautionary style with those air jabs, a little trap that you can place on a wall or a floor. If a opposing member walks by it, they get blown back, knocked right on their rear, leaving them wide open to be open fired upon. And then to try to supplement the ace, it's going to be Kira on the Maverick there with the blowtorch available. Can always go through reinforced walls with that. A little bit of jukes coming out here with Kira's drone, able to point out where all of these devices are. Too bad they don't have like a twitch or something to zap those away. They do see actually the Malusi that's north trying to shut this thing down, but Jam Beast and the rest of the drones here from St. Clair able to get away. So some decent info coming out for St. Clair. Rapid in solid position. We can see the X-rays through the walls, but of course they'll have no idea as of that moment. Shots fired as Big Papa starts moving on to the building. Grenade just going to get rid of that Banshee gadget. Take that out of there. No longer has to worry about weaker movement, but it does not matter. North is going to take out Big Papa. It's going to be the ace charge coming through, but it is not going to be without injury. Goes down to half HP. Upon seeing the Maestro turret, that's going to be the grenade from Kira to take that away. Shots fired, not finding contact with any of the Owens Community College members. Rapid and Kira moving forward as they can, as they have 40 seconds left on the clock, and Kira's not going to make it out of this one alive. Goes down, trying to return fire. Rapid going to at least refrag onto Interstellar, but it's going to be the Goyo trap set off, so that's going to be a lot of fire under St. Clair's feet for at least a few moments. Walk through that, of course, it's fire. You're going to be taking a ton of damage. Rapid, Domo, and Jam Beast, the last 3 alive versus the 4 of Owens. Jam Beast threading the needle. Going to be able to start putting this pressure on via the diffuser. It's going to get planted, so they could find themselves in a good position to defend this, but will it be in time? Shots fired, Jam Beast goes down. Domo going to answer right back with a kill onto Munchie. 3v2. Now, Rapid going all the way to the rooftops. If he could find himself a good angle, that'd be absolutely fantastic. It's going to be a hard one. Huge shot there from Domo right through the shelf. Finds the Maestro as well, but he was not prepared. Goes down. This hold is going to be reliant on Rapid. Does have the drone available. He might have spotted that somebody was working on it. Is going to get fired upon from above. This is actually perfect positioning here from Rapid. How can Lenny deal with this? He's going to try and find the counter diffuse. And I think he's out of drones now, so he cannot go forward. He does see someone doing it, and sure enough, Rapid from the rooftops. The perfect diffuser position so that Rapid could just sit up here and wait for his chance to strike. Stay away from anything sneaky. No nitrous cell play or anything like that. Because there's no way that the defense could have made it out there to deal with him. At least not without exposing themselves. So, clutch little play there from St. Clair. Solid job clutching up there for Rapid and Domo as St. Clair take the 3rd floor. That's 4 wins in a row for them so far. We'll see if Owens can stop the bleeding. They're going to try and switch this up right away, go to the reading room for the 2nd hold. Of course, if I was St. Clair, I would be expecting that it would be the kitchen for this next hold. Might be thinking of a plan around that, but that being said, they haven't really changed their operators or anything like that. So nothing site-specific this time by. Yeah, with that round going by, North and Rapid both going to be tearing it up. 8 eliminations apiece in this game. But Owens need to do something to turn this around because St. Clair seem to finally got the ball rolling, and they're really putting the pressure on now. One more win and they'll be within match point. What looked like was going to be a back and forth fight,
10 seconds to go.
slowly starting to fall out of reach for Owens.
5
Hopefully
seconds left before insertion.
for them and the
Bomb
fans
located
in
by
the chat,
attackers.
of course, they could turn this one around.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
From the docks we go. The little death ball coming out here from St. Clair. We go towards building once again. Start rappelling up, probably top down once again. Big Papa ready and waiting with the sledgehammer, of course, to blast through all of these hatches. And then as soon as those hatches are down, that's where Domo comes in with his air jabs to prevent any additional flanks. That was an unfortunate misfire there for Rapid, kind of blowing through the furniture and taking away half of his health on an unfortunate misplay. Akira on the site, Rapid moving forward as well. Of course, bombs are right below them. That stairwell is going to be hard to deal with if St. Clair isn't careful. Ace charges coming through. Kira getting open fired upon is going to win that fight, though. Munchie goes down. It's going to be the North blowing one of the smoke grenades already, as they're going to be able to spot him out now. So JM Beast is actually nice and close to him. Shots fired through the wall. He's going to hang on to his dear life. But Rapid is going to be going down from Lenny in a different section of the map as of right now. Papa from above is also going to be a thorn in the side of Owens Community College if they're not careful. You're hanging on by a thread after that last duel with Munchie. See how long he can hang in here, as we're 4-on-4 with the last minute left. Kira moving forward. There are players nearby. Obviously, we know that, and he does not. Unless it's been droned out. Had JMB been on that spot for a brief moment longer, he very well could have seen one of the members of Owens Community College sneaking by. Not a lot of time left here. A solid grenade, though, coming out from St. Clair. It's going to be Kira finding North. Shots fired once again. That's Stitch taking a bit of damage, but hanging on by a thread. Big Papa taking heat. Diffuser is going down. 10 seconds left on the clock. That's not going in the favor of St. Clair, though, as that's going to be... Actually, never mind. Did go in the favor of St. Clair. It's Lenny versus the world. Gets himself a triple. Gets himself a quadra. Can he find the final kill onto Domo? He's not going to be able to. Domo with the shutdown. In perfect timing, as St. Clair are going to now get 5 wins in a row, bring this to match point. Lenny nearly just went on an absolute tear, but thankfully for St. Clair, that got shut down. An absolute messy skirmish to really finish off that one. It was very close, actually, there for Owens for Lenny, but not this time. Going to bring it back up to the bar, now or never here for Owens Community College.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
But yeah, Lenny definitely just shot up on the elimination board after that one, finding himself a quadra. Oh, I'm sorry, I mean a 4K. I'm not casting League of Legends right now. Get your terminology right, Danners.
10 seconds left.
Camera feed up and running.
seconds remaining. Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
But now we get to see, is this going to be the final attack of the round here? Can St. Clair pull this off, start things off nice and crispy with taking the quick win here in game number 1? Or can Owens get their defense into shape and bring this back? Have to see. Either way, game 2 is going to be on Villa. That is around the corner here for us. Looking forward to that one. I personally don't get to see that map at all, so looking forward to that one. Close shots there actually from Kira as he opens fire into the window just to bust it down, but there was a member of Owens nearby.
A bomb has been
I believe
located.
that is the Maluzi. Yeah, sure enough, it's going to be north right there. Munchie is there as well from the stairwell. ADS is getting some value as some of those utilities, some of those grenades getting out of the way. North getting caught by a frag grenade, however, going to be losing a bunch of health. And Rapid's going to find the first one. North eventually gets taken down. Shots fired through the window near Rapid, not making its mark yet. And St. Clair basically just freezes here for the briefest of moments. Rapid going to move in towards the site. Cigar round has been breached out. ADS is coming in clutch once again. Just plowing through the couch to try and see if you can find that ADS that stopped his grenade. Because yeah, they would have definitely enjoyed having that wall blown up by now. But instead they're going to have to use one of JMB's charges, it looks like. Shots fired right near Kira. Going to return some fire and get out of dodge. Nobody taking any damage as of yet. Shots fired, but Papa going to secure that one. Gets the elimination onto Stitched. 3v5 now in St. Clair's favor. 30 seconds left on the clock. Diffuser is now on the way. And it's looking good for St. Clair to take game number 1 as Kira also finds the jump onto Interstellar. Lenny and Munchie versus the world. The grenades, the smokes are a little bit late, unfortunately, for him. If he peeks out the wrong time, he could get open fired upon. In fact, he's going to be done. Munchie taken out as well. St. Clair winning game number 1, 7-2. Kira on top, find himself 10 eliminations. St. Clair going to be securing game number 2, of course, in 7-2 fashion. Like I had mentioned before, what seemed like a back and forth game off the start really didn't end up that way, as St. Clair eventually get this one as they got the ball rolling and were not able to get shut down at all during that matchup. Game 2, of course, like I was saying before, is going to be on Villa. That is coming up next. Just going to give the teams 5 minutes to prep for this next match, and we'll get right underway. Thank you for tuning in. Stick around. We'll have more Collegiate Championships coming up next. If you've not done so already, be sure to follow us here on the Saints Gaming CA channel, as there is plenty more action coming up this week and even later on tonight. Of course, at 7 p.m. we do have the season opener for Call of Duty Modern Warfare in Tespa's League, so that should be an exciting one. I'm going to have Jackson Brown Deprive going to be joining me for commentary on that one, bringing us the action as they take on Florida State University. There'll also be an additional Call of Duty match Sunday at 7. Rocket League returns Monday at 8. Counter-Strike also going to be on Tuesday at 8 o'clock. And then the OPSC League of Legends League continues at 6 p.m. on Wednesday. Be sure to follow us on Twitch. And if you want to catch the matches later, be sure to subscribe to our gigantic match archive on the Saints Gaming CA YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, as we're about to get started with game number 2 between Owens Community College and St. Clair College. St. Clair taking that first one in rather convincing fashion after round 2, where they started to kind of run away with things. But we'll have to see what happens here on Villa as we're about to get started. Bands are now underway. Hibana and Maverick being taken off the board nice and quick here. So this is the second time in a row we're going to see Hibana taken off of play. Okay, there we go. So Maverick, Valkyrie, Mira, and Hibana all taken out of the game. And we'll have to see how this one turns out. Villa, of course, like I was saying before, we don't get to see very many St. Clair matches on it at all. Looking forward to seeing what they have cooked up for this matchup. And with St. Clair on defense to start things off, we see a Tachanka. The rework hasn't came in just yet, so I don't think we'll see that get locked in. Of course, it's Rapid. We wouldn't expect to see him on anybody else. Gonna 6-pick over to that smoke, and it'll be business as usual for the Saints.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Deploying ADS. ADS deployed and ready to go.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb. 10 seconds to insert.
Of course, St. Clair up 1-0 here in this series. Best of 3 series between St. Clair and Owens. Owens going to be fighting for their opportunity to try and bring us to game number 3, where we can see them take on St. Clair at the clubhouse. And first attack underway. I'm not sure if this is a map-specific thing or if they just saw how successful it worked during the last matchup. But Interstellar not going to be bringing the Jackal out, but is opting for Nomad as well, very similarly to how St. Clair did in that last round. North, I think, thought he heard something, in which he would have been correct, but he's going to take the sledgehammer to one of JMB's turrets. So it's one way that you can actually get rid of those turrets, is just give it an old whack with that thing, and it's out of there. Otherwise, that turret is pretty shielded. Excuse me. Oh, with everybody inside the building, we're going to finally start getting some work done. Nitro Cell coming through the rooftops, not going to make its mark onto anybody. Cheeky little attempts there from, I believe that was Kira. It's not going to find its mark. Domo, though, finding Lenny. Quick fashion. Still trying to blow through this wall. Are they going to be successful in doing so? It does not appear so. North, Interstellar, and Stitch moving forward. Stitch getting shot upon from the other side. Tries to return fire. Is going to be successful in finding Rapid. Smoke down. Minute left. 4v4. Game Munchie sending some of those grenades in there, but it's going to be just gobbled up by Domo's ADS. Big Papa going to get blasted by North in the meantime. A different side of the map, opening fire through the couches, finds another. Jam Beast goes down. 2v4 now. 40 seconds on the clock. Kira and Domo versus the world. That's almost a double there for Domo if it lined up correctly. Damage done to both. But now, Kira goes down. Domo finds one, looks to try and make the play, but Interstellar going to shut that down. Owens taking the first round. Going to try that site again. It was a little bit of, I feel, like a missed execution, not necessarily a game plan kind of thing. So we'll see if St. Clair can bring this one back around, tie it up nice and quick. We do see the 6th pick, Interstellar, switching off the Nomad, opting to go back onto the Jackal for that roam presence elimination.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
And Interstellar and North both off to a fantastic start in this one, picking up 2 kills apiece. Domo finding 2 as well, but not enough to clean up that one, as it was basically him versus everybody by the end of that.
Wall is reinforced!
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds left before insertion.
Facing my evil eye.
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
Okay, second attack now underway. Of course, the only switch from Owens Community College is going to be that 6th pick over to Interstellar's Jackal. Of course, same site, similar setup. We'll see how St. Clair adjusts to try and defend the site a little bit better this time by. Kira on the Bandit, I think, is new for this site as well.
Device placed.
As we see him getting ready to electrify those doors so no drones or any breaching charges can be effective there. See
Bomb
Interstellar
located by attackers.
looking for some footprints, is going to be successful in finding some. does actually end up finding out Big Papa, but he's way on the other side of the site. Gonna try and ping it out. That's gonna be North. Gonna try and eliminate him through a couple walls, but as we see the ping keep moving, that's because Big Papa is running for the hills. Does not want to get hunted down quickly by Jackal.
Attackers have located
Wants
a
to
bomb.
be a threat later on, especially as this game goes on. And now this is going to be the bandit trick war here as we see the EMP go off, but at the same time, Kira did not have the battery down, so the EMP is for naught. Stitch here has the right idea. Somebody from St. Clair hanging out around the wall, just looking for their opportunity to strike. They're going to keep plowing explosives through that roof. And there comes the flank from one of the St. Clair members. Rapid finds one, but Munchie's going to just trade him out. I really feel like a smoke should not be doing that move, but Rapid is at least going to go 1 for 1. But any of the value of his smoke grenades, like I keep on mentioning, are gone for this round. Lenny going to find Big Papa, take him out. Sees the gun, opens fire. Kira going to find Lenny. The light machine gun in hand. Damn Beast is ready, as Kira's probably going to be the first line of defense here if they decide to take this wall. As we see the ace charges coming through, and it's going to be enough of a sight line to find Kira, take him down. Domo versus... Or no, it's Domo and JM Beast versus 3. Stitch on the way with the diffuser. JM Beast versus the world.
5 seconds.
Finds one, gives away his location, but at least the diffuser was stopped. Finds another. Did he stall enough time? He has to stick this diffuser, but JM Beast is stuck on the wall. This is exactly what you hate to see. He had the right idea. That wall just completely screwed St. Clair in that situation. That is absolutely frustrating on the side of St. Clair, and that's going to give another win over to Owens Community College. Had that wall actually done what it was supposed to do, Jam Beast would have had the proper flank. But instead, he got stuck in it and was an absolute sitting duck for Owens Community College to just get up from the diffuser and nice and quietly just walk on over, had all the time in the world, and just pop a cap in poor Jam Beast's face. I mean, it's to be expected with a game as elaborate and as deep as Rainbow Six Siege. There ought to be a few
Defenders, protect your
little
bombs from being
bugs
defused
still
by
in the
attackers.
play. Definitely hurt St. Clair on that one. It's too bad. They had the right idea, but could not finish it off. Let's hope for the side of St. Clair and for JMB specifically that that's not going to be a nerf to his psyche. A play like that can definitely be frustrating, but of course, as a pro player in anything or a collegiate player in any
10 seconds
traditional sport, any esport, got to be able to keep your cool. So I'm curious
5 seconds
if
remaining.
this will affect him at all.
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
Knowing JMB, he'll probably just laugh that one off, but you never know. The trophy room, this time, in the second floor, going to be the bomb sites St. Clair going to try and take over. From the bottom up. This is also the first time we're seeing St. Clair pull Big Papa off the Maluzi and onto a Rook. I mean, a Rook is the kind of character that you would expect, or kind of operator that you would expect to get aggressive. And actually, shots fired from the hatch. Big Papa, sure enough, going to get the elimination onto North. Taking a sledge off the table nice and quickly.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Yeah, of course, a Rook. For those new to Rainbow Six Siege, his whole thing is in regards, or his gadget is actually a bunch of bulletproof vests. So, if you get taken down to 0 HP, as long as it's not via a headshot, I do believe You get sent into your knockdown state instead of getting eliminated outright.
A bomb has been located.
Breach charges out.
Gives you a little bit of extra leeway if you do opt to be aggressive.
Bien. Close on.
Well, Stitch, for the second time in a row, does spot one of the St. Clair members, but it's for such a split second that he can't actually opt to go for a play. Kira blows away Lenny. And they're going to look towards the left. However, there is a St. Clair member to the right of Stitch as well. Munchie going to find Big Papa.
Attackers dropping.
And sure enough, oh, that's actually really rough. The diffuser just went right through the hatch as well. Worst case scenario here for Munchie. He's going to try and get this, but he's in for a world of hurt. He's got to travel so far to even get the diffuser, or he has to 1v4 frag out. So this is a tall task for poor Munchie. Finds one, but JMB is going to clean that one up. So St. Clair on the board here on Villa. 2-1 for Owens. Yeah, that was definitely going to be a tough one. That would have been miraculous if Munchie could have pulled something off there. With the trophy room off the board, we're going to try the aviator room once again, looks like. I would be very surprised to see Rapid stick to that clash, but maybe this is something that he has been working on. It looks like it's locked in, so they very well might be giving this play a shot. In the past, we've seen the reverse, where it'd be Rapid on something different with JM Beast playing the clash.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
But not the case this time, of course. Those who don't know, Clash only operator on defense with a riot shield. And just stand in a doorway and be an absolute wall. And that shield also has electrocution properties as well, so it does have a tiny bit of range on it, but not a lot. Yeah, as you can see, it can be an absolute unit, and you take up a lot of space with that riot shield, so you can completely block off a doorway. The other interesting operator pickup here is Big Papa now on the Wamai. So we have double denial in regards to grenades, and then we have Interstellar on the Iana, and her whole ordeal is being able to basically use herself as a drone, makes like a hologram of herself that you can control like a drone, or like an actual player. And then when you shoot the hologram, it just disappears, and then now she has all the information as to where you were. As we'll see here right now. Whips out a version of herself, just breaches in, is able to run through even like fake shots if necessary, I do believe. Of course, it does time out eventually. And with that, Interstellar now knows this area is nice and safe. Let's start moving forward.
Bomb located by attackers.
In north, moving in towards one of the bomb sites. Does spot the clash out, sees Rapid there. Rapid going to be able to call out the location of north at least. And we're going to get back on the drone here for Interstellar. Oh, that's actually an interesting idea. Try and mess with Rapid a little bit. Domo going to find north, however, as we start to move in onto Rapid once again. Really starting the pressure. I'm trying to maybe make something work with that grenade, but of course this is why you got both Wamai and Jaeger trying to deny. He's taken up so much space now in regards to denying grenades that it's not even funny. Like, that clash is essentially feeling unstoppable. I mean, you can't not just pay attention to the clash either. See Interstellar moving forward, but of course that is the drone. Or the gadget, rather. 3 members left on Owens. kind of hard blocked here by Rapid once again.
Recovered the diffuser.
40 seconds left on the clock. They're really trying to make something happen, but it feels like they're lost right now. This could be St. Clair tying this game up. All right, make a frag grenade through there. Make it count. Not going to find anybody. Munchie opening fire. Interstellar nearby as well for backup. 20 seconds left on the clock. Lenny has been knocked down in the process as well. So 2 players left. Now it's just up to 1. It's looking like a flawless incoming here for St. Clair. And in fact it is. They cannot deal with Rapid's shield. And they have no idea where to go from there. Flawlessly done as JMBs cleans up the final elimination. It's little plays like that that then make me remember why a team like St. Peter's University yesterday during the Collegiate R6, why they would just completely ban the clash outright if you know the team has some experience with it. Because there is opportunities like that that do of course happen where you feel absolutely lost. Now, this very well may have been a site-specific tactic here for St. Clair and not just a generic overall, as they do switch it up for this next site. The dining room, first time we're seeing this one in play here as we're almost at halftime. Round number 5 on the board, all tied up 2-2. Jam Beast on the pulse again. Rapid, that's not a smoke, but that might as well be his brother, as that is, of course, Mute. Kira on the Maluzi, Big Papa on the Wamai. So you still got all sorts of denial in regards to Wamai and Jaeger, but also the annoyance in regards to Rapid and Kira. And then JMBs is going to be the quarterback essentially here in this play.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Now we have Lenny switching over to the IQ. Which, I mean, if you're trying to spot out as many of those mute jammers or ADSs, Banshees, or pretty much anything in this case, everybody from St. Clair could be, or has something that IQ will want to spot and want to shoot out. So, could be a good pickup here from Lenny, or of course Owens Community College. Another cute play available as well is that IQ can spot when Pulse pulls out his heartbeat scanner. So sometimes you can get a quick, easy kill catching the Pulse off guard if such a play does line up that way. Shots fired near Munchie as he jumps out of the building. Stitch also finding shots from below. Going to try and return some fire. Kind of giving away both Lenny's position as well. Shots fired at, I think that was north. It's going to be Domo finding the kill there. And there's where the Pulse kind of comes in clutch. That's exactly what JM Beast was looking for. Spotting him out from below. Lob up the Nitro Cell in a soft floor. Blow him up from below. Never know what hit him.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
Bungie's at least able to collect this diffuser back up to keep some life into this attack, but 3 on 5, the only damage done is a tiny bit to JM Beast, and Kira also with the Nitro Cell, really making this attack from below absolutely devastating here for St. Clair. Just sharking them completely. Domo with another kill here in this round. It's all up to poor Munchie once again.
Perimeter set. Magnet online.
Moving forward towards the A site, however, caught up in the Banshee, so that's going to slow him down, and Jambee's going to try and face check. Not going to get that one, but Rapid's right there for the refrag. Nothing that Owens could do there. Nice try there from Munchie, but St. Clair going to take the lead as we get ready to go into halftime. one last defense. For St. Clair, then of course got to flip it around. But with them winning 3 rounds in a row, this is kind of looking reminiscent of game number 1. Of course, this is exactly what we saw. Saints won the first one, but then Owens Community College won 2 in a row. Then St. Clair just took it and ran from there. Kind of feels like the same thing. Sure. Owens started off with 2. Now St. Clair have been winning, and they have not let it go since.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
My beautiful evil eye is ready. Stop worrying about grenades now. You can stop worrying about grenades now.
My evil eye ready to kill some stones.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds left.
Okay, Big Papa going back over to the Rook as well. This very well might be a site-specific kind of tactic for them. And we see Lenny Oniana this time. So, looks like Owens likes this operator, and multiple players are willing to play it out as well. We ride with Lenny as he scouts out this wine cellar. And we can see it, but obviously they can't. But most of St. Clair seems to be on either the first or the second floor.
Gemini's offline.
Opens fire, does spot the player by the hatch, and they're going to be able to move forward from there. Somebody right to the side of those hatches. North has the right idea. Getting there in the Zofia, and actually the footsteps do end up spotting out one of the players on the side of St. Clair. North was right there, but whomever Interstellar pinged out just completely ran for the hills after that. The grenade from North barely tagging JM Beast. Still sitting pretty safe, however. Lenny took a little bit of damage in the meantime as well, but now it's go time here. Of course, Stitch going to be looking to blow through this, but it does not get very far. Only blows away the top side.
Artilla is on.
Try it again, because of course has to deal with Kira on that Cade. Really making things difficult with that electricity.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Gemini's done.
North and Stitch moving forward. Shots fired right by them. Switching to a different grenade style. Pops it out there. Kind of disorients himself, actually, in the process. Might have got some of the members of St. Clair as well. But a bit of a rough spot. Lenny coming up the stairs, but it looks like that sight line very well might be covered. Gonna try and clear it out with the grenade, but of course, there's an ADS sitting there ready and waiting. Lenny goes down by the steps as JM Beast finds that. Rapid finds one, but North also takes JM Beast out in the meantime. Rapid taken down 3-on-3. 2-on-3 now, as Munchie finds himself an elimination as well. Domo getting shot upon, gonna have to move. Kira still sitting there full health, but not exactly in any position to engage. Interstellar did have the diffuser at one point. Domo goes down. It's gonna be all up to Kira. Otherwise, we're gonna have ourselves a dead even game as we go into halftime. Kira found one, but Munchie's gonna get him back for it. So 3-3. Going into halftime, Owens able to stop the bleeding. This would definitely be interesting coming out here from Owens Community College if that Oryx does stick around, but of course not. I was going to say, there's no Jaeger on this team, so who's going to be picking that up? who's going to 6 over. Sure enough, it's probably the biggest outlier there, which was, of course, the Oryx. As much as everybody loves being the Kool-Aid man and just flanking people, it really takes a specific setup to make that play work. I think we've seen St. Clair do it last week during the Rainbow Six Collegiate Championships. They were able to make it work on their opponent then, but it is hard to pull off, to say the least. And wouldn't you rather much more simpler value by just being able to deny some grenades? Leading the eliminations in this game so far, JMB is sitting there with 8.
Surveying.
10 seconds left before insertion. 5 seconds
We'll have to
left
see how
before
the
insertion.
attack is for St. Clair here on Villa. Don't get to see it too often.
Attackers must locate and defuse the bomb.
And it seems pretty standard overall in regards to operator selection. We do have Kira on an entry fragger. This time it's going to be the Ash. Big Papa going to be playing a little bit of support with Thatcher. Game Beast as well. Playing support on the Ace with some hard breach potential. Domo with the air jabs on that Nomad. Going to stop any sort of run-out shenanigans or any sort of crazy flanks. And it looks like Rapid might be looking to get aggressive here with this Zofia as well.
AMP incoming. I'm functioning.
And that's exactly why they wanted the Jaeger. Otherwise, that Malusi would have just ate a stun grenade. Point blank, and St. Clair would have been able to move forward onto that. Okay, an ISO grenade from below. Going to do some chip damage over to north. EMP nade going to get gobbled up by the ADS of Munchies as well.
Device planted.
And now St. Clair looking to move, using as much soft breach as possible to go through some of these softer walls. Whether that be from Rapid or Kira, both of them have that available. We do have JMBs looking to start blowing some ace charges here onto these walls as well. There is nobody here to electrify, so these should be going by just fine, uncontested, with gigantic holes in the wall. And massive sightlines available. Stitch goes down as Rapid finds him. From above, Domo on the staircase going to find himself another kill.
My device is ready.
Domo and Rapid moving forward together. Kira kind of by his lonesome, and then Big Papa's by his lonesome as well. St. Clair able to move onto the bomb site. Domo taking some heat, but able to get aside. JMB has that diffuser going down.
Attackers are activating
A 5-on-3. St. Clair in a very strong defensive position, it looks like. As shots fired, it's going to be Rapid able to find one. Kira finds another. It is all down to north. Does not happen. Domo takes them down, securing St. Clair a flawless round on defense. Or on the attack, rather. If we keep seeing attacks like that from St. Clair, we might be done quickly here for this R6 Collegiate Championship match, as Owens has a little bit of catching up to do in that regard. They're going to try the Aviator site once again. Playing some similar stuff. Let's hope they can execute a little bit stronger. Otherwise, that's going to be another W, possibly even another flawless coming up here for St. Clair. Basically just able to catch everybody one by one without much
defenders. Protect your bombs
hesitation,
from
any
being
sort
defused
of
by
real
attackers.
contest from the side of Owens.
Razor wire deployed.
Still leading the charge in regards to eliminations, of course, JM Beast sitting there with 8. However, Domo and Kira and Rapid are all nice and close with 7 and 6 respectively. And then Munchie leading his team right now with 6 as well.
Drone's ready.
Bomb located by attackers.
Okay, Big Papa droning through, able to spot some of these Banshees coming out from north, so they'll know the areas that if they try to go through, they will be much slower in doing so. Rapid making some noise, making his presence known as he blows through that door. A nice shot with that grenade actually was directly on north, doing a massive chunk of damage. You're inside the building. The rest of St. Clair looking to get ready to move. Big Papa leading the charge with an EMP nade. JM Beast short to follow, does have those charges available. One of them going through, only going to get the first explosion, however, so only a little sight hole can be done there, as you cannot transfer through that. You can hop a drone through it, though, as we did see one of the St. Clair members do.
Nothing will watch over us. Magnets ready. Located target, second floor. I will watch over us.
Setting up activated breach.
Going to try again here on this same wall. And now it is going to be successful. You can crawl through that, but at the same time, we saw what happened to JM Beast earlier in this game. Or even if it's not the most perfect of holes, you can get stuck in it. And it can make things irritating. Speaking of irritating, that little camera coming out there from Stitch was shooting at Kira, taking him down a quarter HP. Going to force Kira to use one of Ash's breaching charges to make sure it can blow through that. But somehow St. Clair managed to get themselves right onto the point. Pretty well uncontested. Going to be a little bit nerve-wracking now. Diffuser planted. 5v4. North went down, but so did JM Beast. Big Papa getting taken down also in the meantime. Rapid under fire alongside Domo. Domo hanging on with a quarter HP. Kira on site still good to go. Stitch is there for the defuse. Rapid's going to stop that in its tracks, however. Back and forth battle. Domo goes down. Saints versus 3. Rapid goes from below, but it is going to be answered. The air jab coming out, however, is going to slow him down for the meantime. It's all up to Kira. Shots fired. Does not win that gunfight. 8 seconds left, however. Is that enough time to defuse? Nope. Actually, St. Clair are going to win this via timeout. That diffuser is going to go down.
Attackers win.
Last possible second there for St. Clair. They've stalled long enough. The diffuser is able to do its job. And they take that round, even though they were all eliminated off the map. As we go to the second floor trophy room, it's going to be a little bit scary now for Owens. St. Clair getting that additional win means they're only 2 away from closing out this entire series tonight.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
And they're going to make a switch in strategy in regards to it as well. We do see Stitch now playing the castle. Some extra reinforced barriers, and Interstellar is going to be picking up the smoke this time.
Shield ready.
Window blocked!
10 seconds remaining.
I will watch over us. Ready to go.
5 seconds left before insertion. Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
Round 9 underway. St. Clair not switching anything up. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Drone active.
Lots of shots fired here. What in the world is that? That's Rapid making some noise. Definitely making his presence known. Does have some of those disorienting grenades if he really wants to use them. But we do see those grenades getting rerouted. That is thanks to Lenny's Wilmai, of course, those discs. Really making it difficult to get those nades where you want. But in the meantime, Interstellar gets picked out, and Kira finds himself his 8th kill in the game. And Lenny going to then find Big Papa. Kira looking to move forward, however, right beside him, Domo and Rapid are both in a bit of a firefight as Lenny is downed but not out, trying to crawl away to safety. Hopefully one of his teammates can pick him up in the meantime. The ADSs from Munchie are going to keep him safe, at least in regards to any sort of grenades. Kira moving low, looking for a quick peek through maybe a drone hole. The ADS finally out of charges for Munchie, so any grenades in this area will now be effective. Jam Beast, however, getting caught right near, I believe that was Domo. Yeah, right in front of him, and he had the diffuser at hand. This could be picked out and capitalized on by Owens if they're careful enough. Kira, realizing this, is going to put some additional pressure into the building. Does spot the fallen Lenny, going to finish him off. A nice little peace of mind there for St. Clair. Knowing that player was down, not out. Spot somebody prone, is going to win that gunfight. Kira sitting here with a triple so far in this round. Not much health left to his name, however. 50 seconds on the clock. Domo was able to carry the diffuser out, so has it in hand. He looks to start putting in a couple extra air jabs in case somebody wants to try and flank them. Shots fired. Rapid going to spot him out on the drone and instantly get the answer. Now it's all down to, once again, Munchie all by himself versus 3. On the B site, which, okay, at least he's in one position, but that being said, they can go the other direction. Shots fired. Kira going to answer it. Get himself a 4K on the round and putting St. Clair into match point territory. One more to go for the St. Clair squad here if they want to take their 2nd win in a row in the R6 Collegiate Championships. Right around the corner for them. They have the composition that's working. And right now, at least on the side of Owens Community College, they might be just trying the same thing over again. And Interstellar, I know specifically in that last round, you're playing the smoke. You gotta live. We need you late. And going down first is never a good time, to say the least. A lot of these other operators, they go down. That's, I mean, it stinks, but at the same time, at least they have their gadgets down. Meanwhile, you have to be alive to activate yours. After that round, getting himself a 4K. Kira going to lead the charge now across the game with 11. Oh my goodness. 11. Oh god.
5 seconds remaining.
I've done bamboozled myself, guys. Help.
Attackers are moving out
11
to locate a bomb.
eliminations in this game. There we go. We did it. We can do the commentary thing. We got this. Of course, match point, round number 10 on the board here at Villa. Clubhouse would be game number 3 if Owens are able to bring this to overtime and succeed in overtime. But will we even get the chance to go there? That is the question. Lots of shots fired, and Stitch is actually getting the worse for wear right now, less than, or just over, under a quarter HP done to him. Kira spots a player out, looking to possibly move in. JMB's looking to get inside the building as well. Domo is nearby as well. Shots fired near Kira. Big Papa is nearby, ready around the windows. It looks like Rapid and Big Papa are starting to move forward once again. Try some different angles, break some different windows, get some different angles. How Rapid got that drone out of there is beyond me, but Kira's going to go down. Domo going to answer quickly, though, as he's also inside the building at this point. Bounce a flash off the wall, see if there's anybody there. His sensitivity is so high, it's going to make me sick. But Domo, finding himself a second. Can he find himself a third? He's going to try, nearly getting Interstellar.
A bomb has been located.
Rapid is nearby as well. Domo knows one player is there. Rapid going to find Munchie. Interstellar and Lenny, the only ones left on the team. Now it is all up to Interstellar, who's already been wounded. This match is looking perfect right now for St. Clair, and they are in fact going to close it out with a 3-7 victory here on Villa. With that last round, Rapid was able to get it close with 10 elams, but it's going to be Kira leading the charge for the St. Clair squad with 11. And of course, big props to everybody on the St. Clair team, of course. I may be talking about scoreboards. I might be talking about like all sorts of elimination kind of stuff like that. But of course, like I say time and time again, with the way R6 is, there's nothing that we can put on the scoreboard that shows how useful your information, your call out, and your communication is in this game. And it was absolutely clutch across the board for St. Clair, as they were able to take both of these rounds in rather convincing fashion. A 7-2 in the first game and a 7-3 in second. It was good stuff from them. Of course, props to Owens Community College, though. They had some moments of brilliance, but not going to be enough here today. And for action, in regards to action here on the Saints Gaming stream, that is not all that we have for you tonight. We'll go over that momentarily, but of course, I do want to thank the people who, of course, make Saints Gaming possible to begin with. That's St. Clair College, St. Clair College Alumni Association, Student Representative Council, Suckleman School of Business and IT, PC Outlet, and Tim Hortons. Thank you for sponsoring St. Clair Saints Gaming, and making this all possible. And a big thank you to the fans from both sides, both teams, tuning in, supporting their Collegiate esports teams. Of course, this is still brand new, and I know personally, I just absolutely love seeing people coming in, cheering on their family, cheering on their friends. Even if you're on the other team, by all means, everybody's welcome. Always welcome here on the Saints Gaming CA stream. And I hope to see you again. Hopefully, Owens Community College will see you again sometime soon for the rematch later on in the season. Now, if we go over to our schedule for the week, later on tonight, actually, 7 o'clock, a couple more minutes. I got about 2 hours or so to set this one up. But we've got Call of Duty Modern Warfare season opener for TESPA. A lot of people have been asking for that one. Finally underway. And in fact, why don't you go to our YouTube channel and learn about one of the Call of Duty players on that squad, as Sauce gives us a brief little interview. Get to know him better before the matchup. Of course, that's tonight at 7, Sunday at 7. Call of Duty returns. Monday, 8 o'clock. Rocket League returns in UCEA action. Tuesday at 8 o'clock. CSGO returns to the stream in UCEA action. And then Wednesday at 6 o'clock, League of Legends. They had a week off from OPSC, but it's going to return up or later on in the week at 6 p.m. Once again, thank you all for tuning in to the stream, and we'll see you later on tonight for some Call of Duty. If you do wish to follow my personal stuff, my name is Dan Banner, also known as either Mr. Danners or Banner Broadcast on Twitter. You can catch my esports ventures on Twitter, which majority of it is Saints stuff, but you might be surprised every once in a while. And in the meantime, have a little break. Let's get some food. Ayuna. And then we'll get into Call of Duty very shortly at 7 o'clock. Stick around for it. But if you don't, I'll see you next time. Have a good night, everybody.